Hello there, everyone. Future feature film director, the Rookie Critic here, and I've been thinking about something lately, especially when it comes to film and filmmaking, my opinions on film. What is your favorite film? Stuff like that. And I've been a co-host on the Physical Media Show for almost a year now, and because I'm on that show weekly every Wednesday, I have to watch movies every week and bring them on to show and talk. So I've been watching a lot more movies than I typically do. And if you were to ask me what my favorite film is, I don't know what I would say anymore. I'm trying to watch a bunch of different varieties, some old horror films that I never would typically want to watch, some newer stuff that's a little bit more obscure sometimes. I'll watch some of the classics that people definitely want you to see, Shawshank Redemption and stuff like that. But like because of my variety of film palettes, while also again, at the same time I'm sort of up to date with some pop culture stuff, like watching Star Wars The Acolyte, cringe, Cobra Kai, House of the Dragon, watching all these different shows that vary in all this different quality. I don't know what I really specifically like anymore. When people ask me what my favorite film is, I have no idea. I have no idea. A lot of different things come to mind, but I don't know what it would be. I would have to spend a long time reconciling with what qualities make it my favorite. I don't know. And when it comes to writing and filmmaking in general, I mean, when I'm watching these movies, I'm thinking of things to critique and comment on. What am I praising with it? What are things to take away from it most? I don't know. I seem to always be changing now. Like I'm not at a state where where I just know what I want or what I think will be good. A lot of people have voiced this to me, that it's difficult to guess what I might even like, because I might like one thing that seems just like, why would you like that when you don't like this? Or how come you don't like this when you like this thing? Like, what are you talking about? How's anybody supposed to guess your palate? And it's like, I don't know. My palate is just this mushy thing that is still forming. Maybe it's making me think back to my roots, back to when I first became the Rookie Critic, which, as most of you know, was because I was into filmmaking, yet I barely saw any movies at the time. I got interested in film pretty late in life. And since I started my YouTube channel and since I've been on the Physical Media Show every week, I've watched a lot more movies. I still have a long hill to climb, still a long way to go. But even though I've increased my movie palette, I feel in a way more jumbled than before. Like before, I at least had an idea of what I liked. And then as I learned more about filmmaking and watched more movies, it expanded a lot. But I'm still not sure. I don't have like a foundation of what I would define as like instantly. Like, what are my top movies that I would consider? I don't know. I'd start thinking about one thing and then think about something else and something else and something else. And I'm curious if anybody else has gone through something like this, where you're not able to find a foundation point of where you stand, especially when you're into film, or when you're into a media in general, when you're into something. I don't know. It's the first time where I'm really realizing that, because the more conversations I have with people, the more it seems to be that I'm always able to be shifted sometimes. Like I might definitively think something at first and then argue and discuss with somebody for a little bit. And depending on how that argument goes, I could plow through and prove my point to be pretty well done and then feel even more confident with my stance. Or they could convince me something about the film, and then I could see it a little differently. It could improve or negatively impact the experience in a way. This is combined with my mush of like what I think is my favorite movie or not. This is all these different things are coming to mind, and it's bringing me back to my roots of when I first wanted to make anything. I've been interested in writing for a really long time. Like I want to say fifth grade is when I decided I really enjoyed writing. But that interest sort of came and went over the years, and then got interested in writing again. And when I was thinking about movies, like what would I write for a movie, as I was starting to learn more about that, and a little like before I was on YouTube, but around when I joined YouTube, I had all these different ideas on what I would do for a film or for a whole franchise, like what type of things I would want to see. And I was so positive and strong with a lot of those ideas. But now I look at those and it's like I don't even know how much of those ideas I would ever want to capitalize on. Anyway, I'm just going to cut myself off here. I've been rambling on long enough, and I feel like I can ramble on even longer if I really wanted to. I will see you later.